Okay. Okay, students. Good morning. Today I will discuss with you chapter first from Hornbill. Chapter first from Hornbill, The Portrait of a Lady, written by Khushwant Singh. You know very well that the portrait means a photograph, of a lady. You know that lady was the grandmother of narrator Khushwant Singh. First of all, I would like to tell to you the name of the characters in this chapter. The first chapter, The Portrait of a Lady. The character of this chapter, first character, narrator himself. Narrator himself who narrates this story, and second character, the grandmother. The grandmother means grandmother of narrator. The grandmother of narrator. Third character, the parent of narrator. Parents of narrator. These are the characters of this story. First of all, narrator describes about the structure, about the feature of his grandmother. As you know, the grandmother of narrator was very old. She was very old, near about 100 years old. When she was very old, then at that time, how did she react? How did she behave with the narrator in the house or in the village area? First of all, I would like to tell to you that narrator describes about the condition of village area. What is the condition of village area? How the people live in village area. What is the tradition? What is the custom of village area? As we know that narrator describes here about his grandmother. Grandmother was very old. She lived with narrator in village. On the other hand, the parents of narrator was living out of station, means they live in city areas, and narrator was living with the grandmother. And in this connection, narrator describes what is the attitude of grandmother at that time. Narrator describes his grandmother always busy in the work of household. She always busy in the work of household, and also when she move here and there, then at that time she put her hand on her ankle, means on her back. She move in the house by bending. As you know, you have observed in his house, in his neighbor, the old people who is very old, how they move, they walk if they are very old. They bend forward and move very fastly. So here narrator also describes about his grandmother. Next things also here we can say that when he was a child, when he was a schoolboy, then at that time his grandmother prepare the school bag, prepare the food, the lunch for his school, and also she busy in the work, she busy to ready to narrator. So narrator describes first of all about his school life. When he was as a child, what is the school life at that time? How narrator was going to his school. Narrator goes to his school, and also when he goes to school, then at that time his grandmother also goes to school with him. Here you have a confusion. Why grandmother goes to school? Grandmother does not go or didn't go to school. Grandmother goes to school, and also before it narrator also describes when she moves in the house, at that time in the hand of grandmother a rosary. She beats that rosary continuously and speak a prayer in a very low voice. In a low voice. Next things also narrator describes where the school in which narrator take education, that school was attached with a temple, means, or also you can say the school was attached with a temple. At that time when narrator studied in the school, he repeated the tables, the alphabets with his teachers. Then at that time grandmother spent her time in the temple. She prays in the temple whole the time, all the time. And when narrator returned from school, then grandmother also returned with him to home. But during that time, during that moment, what did happen? Narrator describes the grandmother has old customs, means narrator describes the old customs, old rituals of village areas. In the village areas, narrator describes the grandmother of narrator gave to him stale chapatis to him. On that stale chapati, she put the bread and also butter, means the butter and also some sugar on the stale chapatis, and narrator eats very happily that chapati. When he goes to school, then at that time the grandmother of narrator also took some chapatis with her. Here also one things, also students, in the mind of you, one things also is running. Perhaps or maybe you are thinking, why grandmother took some stale chapatis with her? She took the stale chapatis with her because she gave that chapatis to the dogs in the or on the way. When she goes to school with narrator, when she returns to home from school with narrator, she gave the chapatis to the dogs in the way. Many dogs fighting, many dogs bark with each other, fight with each other when his grandmother threw the chapatis in front of the dogs. So this is the happening of narrators. Many times, all day or whole day or every day, that's happened. But after that, what's happened? When narrator returned from school to home, and also the relation of narrator and grandmother was very good. They were good friends. It is the feeling of narrator. But a turning point came in the life of narrator. When a turning point came in the life of narrator, when narrator's parent took or wanted to take to them in the city for further education, at that time a turning point came in the life of narrator and also in the life of grandmother. Both relations, in the relation of both. When, then after that narrator describes, when narrator goes, when narrator departed from village area to city area, then narrator describes about that happening, about that situation, what happened in village area, in the city areas. At that time, when they went in the city, narrator also describes about the condition of city area. As students, you know, in the city areas, different lifestyle from village areas. In village areas, you know very well, people meet with each others very happily, very friendly. They goes in the neighborhood, they sit in the other's house, on the other's house. But in the city areas, it's different. No one goes to others, to neighbors. They always remain in the house when they have no work. So here grandmother and narrator were sharing same room in the city areas, but one thing which is very different from village areas into city areas, or in city areas. As we know, in the city areas, narrator goes to English medium school or to English school. The subject was also different from village areas to that school or to the city school. In city school, in the English school, English subject, science and also music which is taught, जो कि पढ़ाया जाता था, means music. But here the grandmother was not happy. The grandmother was not feeling pleasant when she listened that narrator study about music, English and science, mathematics or etc. Here one more things is described by the narrator about grandmother. Grandmother was not feeling well when she listened about the topic, about the subject of narrator. Then after that, what's happened? One day when narrator returned from school, then she tried to know what he had studied in his school. Then narrator told he had studied the principles of the motion or the gravity of the earth. Then when she listened about that topic, she feels unpleasant, she feels unhappy, and at that time grandmother feels unhappy. She feels unpleasant when she listened that music is also taught in his school. According to grandmother, the music is not of a gentle person or gentle family, because music is for the beggars, or also music is for prostitute. It is the view of grandmother, not the view, the idea of others. Grandmother thought that that school is not good because in that school there is no topic, there is no subject related to the God, because she believed to pray the God. Then what's happened after that? She always busy in her work in the city also. She always busy in her work. She didn't pay attention to other. After that, grandmother busy. Narrator describes one things about grandmother. As the life was going on, means the relation which was going on very good. A good relationship was going on between narrator and grandmother, but in city areas a turning point also came in the life of narrator. When a turning point came in the life of narrator and grandmother, when he had to study for further education, means he had to go to the out of his station in the means for further education, for further study. As narrator had to go in the foreign or in the city areas for taking education, or means you can say higher education. He had to go out of his station for higher education. So narrator goes. At that time, grandmother was also feeling unwell. She was feeling unpleasant because she was not in favor of going outside for further education, but she didn't express, she didn't show her unpleasant or her feelings in front of narrator. When narrator was going to out of his station for further education, then at that time grandmother also went with narrator to station. She also went to the station to leave him, to leave narrator, and narrator went or departed, or he was about to depart, he was about to go. Then at that time grandmother went near the narrator and she kissed the forehead of narrator. She kissed the forehead of narrator, and then after that she returns from there. At that time narrator went and grandmother returned to home. She was living alone. Here, grandmother accepted her loneliness, and also here she always busy in her work. She always busy in the prayer. She always reads the rosary in her hands, and she sings her prayer whole day from morning to evening. And also one thing, she used to feed the grains to a sparrow. She used to feed the grains to a sparrow. Sparrows came near the grandmother, and the sparrows sat on the leg, on the shoulder, on the head of grandmother, and grandmother didn't remove to them from her part of body. She shows the love and affection toward the sparrow, and sparrows also loves very much to grandmother, and she spins her charkha continuously or daily, whole day. She always busy her work also. Then after that, in the busyness, she works whole day, and also in this duration or in this time, narrator means 5 years have been passed. 5 years have been passed away. After passing 5 years, narrator was returning from foreign to his house, to his grandmother. At that time, he was successful in his life. He was success in his life, and when he was returning, and the news of his returning is listened by grandmother, and grandmother feels very happy. She was very happy, and also here she collected, she gathered, she collected a number of women from her neighborhood, and also she arranged a drum. Why she arranged a drum? You know, she arranged a drum because she wanted to beat that drum in favor of coming of narrator to home. She wanted to express her happiness, or her happy means her happiness in front of the narrator. So she wanted to perform a song in favor of narrator, or in favor of coming of narrator. So after that, she danced. She was very active at that time. means she was very active whole day, means she performed, she beats the drum whole day, she sang the songs whole day, and she expresses her happy whole day. Then after that narrator describes next morning what's happened. Next morning grandmother fell ill. Grandmother fell ill. She beats the drum. She danced. She sang many songs to show, to express her happy. So she fell ill in the next morning, and doctor is called. When doctor came and he saw that grandmother, means he saw the grandmother and informed or told that's fever. Due to the fever, she is unwell, and he gave some medicine and also told that after taking this medicine she would be well, she would be feel happy or means feel good after that. But here she didn't well. Here she or means her, she was becoming serious, and also here grandmother predicted. Grandmother informed to narrator, to the parent of narrators, that her end has come. She had informed that her end has come, and also after few minutes her, means the rosary, fell from her fingers. At that time when her end was coming, she was speaking some things, she was saying prayers, and she was moving her mouth, means her mouth was moving, and also she moves the beads of rosary. After few minutes the rosary fell down from her hand, and also she died. And after that a stretcher is made, and on the stretcher she lay down, and on the body of grandmother a red cloth is covered. A red cloth is covered, and in the evening one thing's happened, that's the sparrows came near the dead body of grandmother, where the dead body of grandmother was kept. The sparrows sat around the dead body, and the sparrows didn't chirp, didn't make noise at that time. She was sitting quietly. silently. And after that, narrator describes the mother of narrator went into the house, and she came with the bread. She broke the bread into the small pieces, and the crumbs of pieces of bread threw in front of the sparrows, but sparrows didn't eat a piece of the bread. When the dead body of narrator took out, or means they was about to take the dead body from the house to the cremation, then all the sparrows flew away from there, and after that they took the dead body for the cremation. The story ends from here, and also this means the story, the summary of this chapter finished here. Thanks a lot to all of you.